I found these plans online and I just had to make one. Today we are building this dog plant holder. Let's get started. For this project I'm going to use a pallet collar. I've had this kicking around the shed for ages. It's covered in staples, so currently I'm just removing them. And obviously it's got a branding there, as you can see, so I'm giving it a quick sand to try and remove that. These plans I found on Pinterest. They were free to download. The link will be down in the description afterwards. And I thought I'd give it a go. I liked what it looked like, and I just thought I will just give it a go. I had quite a wide bit of wood from this pallet collar, so I thought I'd give that a go. I'm just working out spacing. I wanted to cut out that knot because I didn't think it'd do very well on the plant holder itself. And then on a smaller bit of wood, which is a pallet slat cut off I've done the eyes and the nose for this. Also, I wanted to make sure I cut out the knot you can see at the bottom of this and drilled the 2 holes for the eyes, and then I'm cutting them out in the bandsaw. You could have improved this slightly by using a different type of wood for the eye and then as a dowel and then insert it into there, but I just went for the whole method this time. As I was cutting this, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare to sand, but it didn't work out too bad in the end. It's just a lot of weird angles that you can't get into with any equipment. You've got to do a lot of it by hand. Now onto the face. That has a nice and easy shape to cut out, and I tagged on the tail onto the side of this one because there's space for it. Is it me, or does it look a bit like a worm? Let me know down in the comments. Do you agree with that or not? So nice and easy. You know, I use a bandsaw on a lot of my projects, and should be a nice quick job. You could also use a jigsaw for doing this, or scroll saw. It's definitely looks like a worm. If you are enjoying this video and my content, if you could subscribe, it would really help out my channel. Thank you for watching. And now just slow and steady around the front and back. Obviously both bits of wood are taped together, and as you keep going around you're removing the joins of the tape, so you've got to be a bit more careful. Here I'm making this like the pot bit that the pot will sit in. So again, this is just a couple of bits of off-cut pallet wood and the remaining bit of the pallet collar. And then on to sanding. Every woodworker's enjoyment. Enjoyment, of course it's not an enjoyment. It's a pain in the arse sanding, but it has to be done. If you want a project to look good, you have to sand. So obviously I started off with the belt sander there, benchtop belt sander, then onto the orbital sander, keep going on, and then the attachment for my drill, which works out really well at getting into those small nooks and crannies that you can't get into. But they have to be round. If it's a triangle shape, you're not very you're not going to be able to get very far, are you? And removing the tape afterwards was a pain in the arse, but I got there in the end. And obviously then onto the face, did exactly the same thing, came off in strips. Same with the tail. You know, just a pain. Maybe there was a better method of attaching templates to the wood, which doesn't mark the wood and doesn't cause a lot more sanding. And yeah, here I am just using my files now to get into all these little bits. And then obviously did the eyes with it as well. And obviously back to the orbital sander, give them all a quick look. What sort of expression would you put on this dog's face? Would you do this sort of one where he looks a bit sad? Or would you turn them slightly so he looks a bit more on the evil side? This way I'm just putting a bit of wood on there to try and hold it together as a square, so then I can come in from underneath and screw it together. Here I'm just using some water and a paper towel just to wipe off any excess glue. Just using a 3mm drill bit, countersinking, and then putting some screws in. Now I'm putting a piece of wood underneath just to raise it up, so then I can glue on the body part that the pot will sit in. Because it's all end grain, I covered it in glue and then spread it around. Let it sit for a couple of minutes just to let it soak in, and then check to see if it needed any more glue. It would all look quite good still, so I just went ahead and attached it. Put on a few clamps and then left it overnight. After a quick wipe up of any excess glue, obviously. Now onto the face. Right, would you do an angry face? Again, hand sander just to knock off all the edges. Nose. Yeah, so what sort of look would you put on the eyes? Just marking around where to put the glue, so because I don't want really any overspill. And just lined it up and glued it on, and we'll then move on to doing the nose and then onto the eyes. I think I went for a good look in the end of the eyes, sort of in the middle. It doesn't look angry, doesn't look sad. And then I use a block of wood and a clamp to give it an even pressure across the whole of the face. And now time to start unclamping it. It's the next day, and the little helper is out in the shed too. Push this back.
Did the other one have it too? Oh.
This is where he asked for help and wanted to know how to take the clamp off, which is great. And yeah, onto sanding again. Quick knocking off any corners, and then onto sanding. And this is where little man wanted to help out. I did the tail quickly. And quite often you don't see on the channel, but he does come out here and helps me do little things. Quite often his favourite thing is using the hoover and cleaning out the bandsaw for me. Yeah, and then we just clamp the face on and the tail. Just going to put a quick clamp to get the bottom of the tail on. And again, we'll leave this overnight. It is now the next day. And look at that, he is now built. So all that's left now to do really is give it a finish. See, I'm just hitting it with the sander again. The clamps actually left a couple marks on the wood, so I had to quickly sand them off first before I used it. I'm using this Rustlin's quick dry polythene varnish. Great stuff. I've used it on multiple projects. You see it across my channel, but as soon as I put it on this one, I kind of regretted it. There's so many nooks and crannies on that face. It was just a pain to actually coat the face in it, and obviously the rest of the thing. I think I should have really gone for a spray of some kind, but too late now. You know, I'd already started, couldn't go back. And just like that, it is now done. What do you guys think? I have no link with this creator or anything at all. I just found this free plan on Pinterest. I thought I had to try and make one. You know, it looks like quite good. You could also make it into a money box if you wanted to. I went for the plant pot option. I will put a link down to this plan in the description. Now all that's left to do is to add the plant. Just choose your favourite plant, something like that, and then look, just like that. Doesn't that make it look so much different now? As you saw, most of this came out of one sheet of wood, which was a pallet collar. Hakiki Man had some branding on it, which I managed to sand off most of it. You can still see it if you look at it from the back in some places, but not a lot. But overall, it came out really good. I didn't want to take too much to the finish and make the wood look completely brand new. I like the idea it's had history. It's had a life before I got it. And using some of these battered marks like this on it, I think is fine to keep. I wanted to give it a stronger finish, so that's why I went with this. But as soon as I started applying that, I kind of changed my mind and think maybe I shouldn't have been using this sort of thing because there were so many nooks and crannies to get into. Maybe a spray lacquer would have been better, or you could put an outside varnish on it if you were going to be putting this outside. This would be staying inside, and the plant pot I would put in it wouldn't have any holes in it, so this would never see water anyway. But after that, what a great set of plans, and they were free. He had an Etsy page, there was loads of other things on there, but I may have nicked his idea for the front of my plans because my plans were looking pretty boring. So sometime in the future you'll be seeing them getting updated. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and if you're interested in making one of these too. The link for these plans will be down below, and let me know. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this plant pot video, I've got another one with some crazy angles over here for you. And thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one.